Third set of the day will be played on Whirlwind. Spawning up in the top left-hand position as the Red Terran from STX Seoul. His name is Innovation.
His opponent playing for Woongjin Stars as the Green Zerg. His name is SoulKey. On the top right position of the map.
Fun fact, his name is Minchul, which is the same as MC's real name.
And if you flip on Minchul and then go call him Chemin, that's the name of the main caster for SPL TV.
Oh.
If you want to play around with the names, I could do it too.
Well, I have a very limited pool of names I can play around with here, so you have an unfair advantage there.
It's okay,
Maniac.
The
Just
only
a little unfair, man.
The only reason why I notice is because I was talking with the producer and I was talking about how great the caster is, except I was calling SoulKey's name out instead of the caster's name.
Ah. Yeah, we're talking about the Korean SPL TV casters, of course, guys. We are their English casting counterparts. But S&M can cast in Korean as well. Little fun fact for you guys out there.
Is it only because of last night?
Yeah, man. He casted a few games last night. There's a little bit of a clan war from the Korean clan we're both in, the Rex clan.
No, that was actually unexpected and done at the last second.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the games. Since the map is so large, SoulKey is going to go for the hatchery first. Innovation also loving to go for the command center first in this matchup.
Yeah, Innovation goes for the CC first so much in this matchup. It's almost standard from him, I have to say. And on a map like this here, I mean, why not, man? Why not? It's so big.
The only difference for Innovation's command center first build is that if the map is really large like this, he goes for the command center first at the natural. If the map is smaller like Neo Planet S or some different map, then he gets the command center at the ramp and wall off with the barracks before going for the before landing the command center at the natural. So playing it a little bit safer on different maps on Whirlwind, he could play as greedy as possible, and unless his opponent goes for 6-pull, he's not going to get punished for it.
Yeah, certainly. Also noticing that our Zerg player here, SoulKey, he's not going to go ahead and do the 3 hatchery before pool. I think he learned his mistakes from one of the Team 8 Zerg players in our last game yesterday, where he got 2 racks proxied and decided, hey, maybe I'll just go for the standard opening and not be super greedy.
Yeah, but knowing that his opponent did go for the fast command center, he could get the 3rd hatchery up as soon as the spawning pool finishes after he gets a pair of Zerglings out. So it really depends on how SoulKey wants to play. Does he want to play from 2 base or 3 base?
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to wait and see what he's planning on doing here. Got a pair of queens on the way from our Zerg player, and besides that, nothing else really noteworthy. Having the orbitals also finish up here for Innovation, and he's just starting to get his defenses up at his natural. He wants to make sure that he's safe against any type of lane attacks early on in the game, and also factory attack following up here for Innovation.
This is funny. Innovation knows that his opponent SoulKey is going to get the expansion no matter what. So he's just checking out the natural, see if the hatchery is over there. If not, oh, he's not here. Moving over to the different location. If a Zerg player, SoulKey, actually went for 1-base tech, this would have caught Innovation off guard. But, you know, that's not the case. The map is Whirlwind, and Terran players, 99% of the time, they expect the Zerg players to go for the hatchery first.
Uh-oh, the SCV actually going to go ahead and wiggle its way into the main base here. Will we have SoulKey's queen in the main? Actually, he doesn't have a queen there, and Innovation sees everything, man. He knows that there are no geysers up in the main at this point, and he's essentially seen everything here. So, you know, actually, if we look at things,
he didn't see the geysers.
He didn't see the geysers, but he saw pretty much everything else here. He should be pretty comfortable that there's no early attacks coming his way, essentially.
That's why he's going for the 3rd command center.
Exactly, going for that fast 3rd CC. Definitely a difference in play between him and Bravo, the Terran player from last game, who opted to go for more aggression earlier on and really delayed that 3rd CC instead.
Oh, getting up to 4 gases inside the main base, so it seems like now he wants to do something.
This is quite odd here because we don't have that 3rd hatchery from SoulKey. He's getting a layer quite fast here, and he's getting up a lot of gas.
Can we see a Nidus play?
That's
from
very
SoulKey.
That's very possible here. Maybe since he showed, since SoulKey essentially showed Innovation everything, Innovation thought, okay, I'm safe, I'm going to go for the 3rd CC, but not seeing that 3rd hatchery there, that may prompt him to think, What are you up to? What are you up to, man?
SoulKey, he should have sent out a drone over there just to fake it. That would have been a perfect play for SoulKey, faking the third base into pretty much saying, well, you could take the third command center easily. I'm just going to bust up when you're not expecting it.
And look at this, man. We have that Roach Warren on the way, not even opting to hide it here. Looks like he's saying basically to his opponent, look at this, but oh. At the same time, we have a Proxy Spire. Actually,
we saw this coming out. Is this a fake? Pretty much putting down the Roach Warren and going for the two-base not Hydra, Muta attack. Just a little brain fart.
He's getting the +1 armor as well here. He's doing a pretty good job at masking this, man. Innovation's probably a little bit confused, but if you think about things, that's not where he's going to scout. He can't get any units into this base here. Overseer going to spot everything from his opponent, and Innovation just going into that standard bio play. Now the third base goes down, so I think that maybe SoulKey will end up playing a somewhat standard game here with just some fast mutas, but he wanted to kind of fake out his opponent a bit.
Do remember that against, who was the name? Sky High on Belshire Vestige, SoulKey did the exact same build with the Roaches, and he actually busted up the Terran's Natural when the Terran player wasn't expecting it. Now with SoulKey revealing the Roach Warren, the scan doesn't see the mutas, and these mutas can catch his opponent off guard.
Oh no, missing everything essentially. Innovation has no idea what's going on here, but there are 8 mutas on the way and no turrets in sight. But we have 3 bunkers now completed at Innovation's Natural.
Now, so the Hellions just trying to move around the map, trying to see about it. He has some idea. He saw the Roach Warren. He doesn't see any roaches come out. He saw the number of gases. So where are you spending all the gas? The only answer has to be mutas at this point.
Yep, so the turrets will complete here, but beyond that, not too much defense. Actually, it looks like Innovation is completely prepared for this now. He has multiple SCVs just waiting for the mutas to come in so those turrets can heal up instantly, and now the mutas are moving in here. Will they be able to pick off a good amount of units? That turret going to do a little bit of damage to these mutas, but the mutas at the same time sniping off a good amount of drones here. Nice, solid control from SoulKey here.
Yeah, but getting a few SCVs is not going to matter because Innovation already has a third command center up while SoulKey's third hatchery is still on the way. Oh, just finished, and he needs to start saturating over there.
All right, nice snipe offs with those mutas from SoulKey here. Really, really solid micro all around, I got to say. He has really been very, very economic with these mutas so far. Maybe able to snipe off a few of those Hellions as well. They're going to move in there, try to snipe down that bunker. The SCV will go down. Lots of, okay, there's some anti-air now. The Marines in the bunker will force those mutas away, but SoulKey, man, that was pretty solid all around from him.
Yeah, forcing out the Marauders instead of the Marines earlier in the game and making sure the mutas can do as much damage as possible. He also has tons of creep tumors, and all he has to do is start slowly creeping out on the map. Those Hellions are not going anywhere because he doesn't want them getting picked up by the mutas when those are out of position, so he cannot deny his opponent's creep spread at this point.
So just SoulKey, he's looking very solid right now. He's getting the 4th base right now, his 3rd completely saturated as well, and he is currently ahead in supply. So everything's pointing towards his position right now.
Now his opponents, now SoulKey is going to try to go for the Zergling Baneling Bust, but Innovation does have a lot of units out, but this area is completely undefended.
That's true.
Innovation needs to get into position. If not, all of those SCVs can get taken out. This is something that SoulKey did against our Terran player Flash in the last game.
These Hellions still trying to move around the map, trying to do their best to keep some decent map control for Innovation here. And at the same time, SoulKey, he is gearing up to attack the 3rd base, I think, with some units here, or at least have a counter-attack. Wow, ready. Okay, so those units are pretty well hidden there. We have more mutas added into the flock here, though. Alligator Clips on the way for the Widow Mines. Innovation grabbing his 2-2 as well, while SoulKey a little bit behind on his upgrades compared to Innovation.
So now the mutas are inside the Natural, and he's going to try to pull Innovation's units out of position, and that's when SoulKey is going to go for the counter-attack into the 3rd base.
SoulKey moving into the Natural here, but he doesn't know about that Widow Mine. Oh, this is going to end up very bad here. I think, yes, he has noticed that the Widow Mine is there, and the Baneling's rolling in, trying to do some damage, but at the same time, Innovation moving forward here. Nice splits from Innovation. Is going to be very cost efficient with his army here, and now SoulKey, he was in a solid position, but he's on the run at this point.
The Banelings actually did not go for the SCVs, which was a mistake at that point because he needed to deal some economic damage with all of those Banelings that he morphed in, even if it meant drawing out the fire with one single Baneling with the Widow Mine.
Here come the Banelings, though, drilling into those units, drilling off that Widow Mine, but I mean, Innovation, his micro has been absolutely superb here, moving back, sniping off units where he can, and overall being very, very cost efficient with his army. Now we have a drop from Innovation, still unnoticed from SoulKey here. Will he react to it in time? It looks like it'll go towards that third base.
He does see it, but it's going to be a little hard for him to react because he needs to focus with his main army at the main to actually macro up, get the index done. And I don't know if he actually saw it. It seems like he finally saw it at the last second, and the Mutas are going to go for the medevac.
Oh, the Muta's going to snipe that down instantly. Basically, SoulKey saying not so fast, Innovation. But now Innovation moving across the map here. Will he make something happen at the same time? Another big Zergling run by, but look at this. All those Widow Mine shots getting deactivated very cost efficiently from SoulKey here. But that Widow Mine is going to go for the Banelings. It hits all of the Banelings and they do absolutely no damage to this base here. That is some of the smartest Widow Mine placement I have seen so far in StarCraft as far as defending goes.
And you also have to count out the fact that he has so many creep tumors earlier in the game, but Innovation denied every single one of them. That's why he doesn't have the creep spread at the middle of the map. We are 16 minutes into the game, and look at the creep spread. That's really uncharacteristic of SoulKey.
It's child's play, man. It's child's play creep spread right there. All right, now Innovation is going to opt to go for the attack here. The Muta's trying to snipe a few of those Widow Mines down. They do manage to get one, but only one. And now we see the Terran player moving in here, trying to creep into this fourth base. We're going to need to see some amazing control from SoulKey here. The Banelings being very cost inefficient here. Multiple Widow Mines taking them out quite easily. And now, once again, actually, that was a pretty solid trade. Innovation not paying to his units necessarily right there. And now the Medevac's are being dropped as well. And at the same time, a Baneling attack to the natural here. SoulKey is attacking everywhere.
Yeah, SoulKey was attacking everywhere. That's the reason why Innovation couldn't actually pay attention to the split over here. But the biggest point is that he didn't lose that many SCVs to the Baneling run by. So even if he loses few Marines here and there, he's still sitting on a large bank. He's on 170 supply, +3 is out on the way, and we have 13 Marines out at the same time. So as long as he doesn't lose too many SCVs to the Zergling and Baneling run bys, he's going to be fine at this point.
All right, so Hive about to finish for SoulKey here. He will be able to start his 3-3 and the Adrenal Glands upgrade for those Zerglings. Instantly, those upgrades go down as soon as the Hive finish. But at the same time, Innovation taking his fourth and pressing against his attack. But oh my, those Baneling connections very solid from SoulKey here. Innovation not necessarily microing to his best ability here, but it looks like once again.
Mine.
Oh, and now this is where things could get very, very hairy for Innovation there. And all the Banelings running right into that command center. They're going to go ahead and take out that base. And that was a pretty nice trade there for SoulKey, man.
That is something that he wanted to do 10 minutes ago with the initial Banelings. Now, the Ultra Ascent Cavern is finally down. His opponent's Innovation has him 185 by it's pretty much pure Marines at this point, and when the Ultras come out, it might be a huge trouble.
Oh, and the Muta's moving in here, sniping off a few of those turrets, and now they're going to have pretty much a ball here on those SCVs, but the Marines get that back there in time to chase them out. But it feels like Innovation, he is kind of trapped in the corner now, and the Banelings, they're moving in here. Nice rounds from the Zerglings, and nice connections. The Banelings destroying everything in here.
Where are the Widow Mines? Where Innovation, he had none in this area. He had none when he actually went out for the engagement after he was picked off. He was being slightly behind at making constant Widow Mines, and that's going to cost him one base. That cost him a lot of Marines, and with the Ultra's Cavern finishing up, this might cost him the game. So going for this medevac drop is nice. He needs to start killing the drones at the 5th base. Even taking down the hatchery is going to be a nice play by Innovation.
All right, Innovation attacking in 2 spots at once here. That's exactly what he needs to do if he wants to pull ahead in this game. Currently that 5th base right now from SoulKey under fire here. The Mutas are going to be able to clean it up. And looks like they're not going to go ahead and try to target down that medevac there. But The main, it's under attack. Zerglings are moving in here. They should be able to easily save this Spire. And Banelings coming in. Those Marines are going to have to lift and get out of there. But now Innovation, he's got a lot of Widow Mines moving in, trying to secure a very good position here. And the Zerglings trying to set up a few of those mines. Lots of mines do go get detonated off. And SoulKey, he's able to defend against this attack. He's made so many Banelings this game.
Yeah, and I have to say, these Zerg players, these Zerg players finally figured out how to micro against the Widow Mines. If you see one Widow Mine, just send them a few extra Zerglings, not just one, and then try to detonate as much as possible. And as soon as you see that there aren't any more Widow Mines, that's when you actually go in for the attack.
Yeah, now it looks like Innovation quite far behind in supply, 146 to 174 here. Also, Innovation is down in the SCV count, so his economy, essentially, it really is starting to suffer compared to SoulKey, and I think that's why we're seeing such a big supply difference here.
Yeah, Innovation wanted to go for the drop play, but his opponent, SoulKey, was doing a nice job with the news, and once again,
the Banelings rolling in. Will they be able to connect with that command center? No, it looks like they're going to go for the SCV line instead, and now the Ultralisks are out. The Widow Mine's doing a good job killing off a few of those units, but SoulKey with some amazing defense here, man. He is doing a very, very good job against Innovation right now.
And actually, Innovation might lose the game now. He's only sitting on 48 SCVs. He only has 23 Marines. No Marauder mixed in with this composition. He's doing a nice job with these drops, but the main problem is he can't secure a fort base for himself. He does have the global clock. He does have the semi-third for himself, but now it seems like it's even lifted from the ground.
So, I mean, really at this point, Innovation, he has to try to finish this game soon, because if it goes on any longer, we're going to see lots of ultras. 3-3, I believe, is finished by now. And
this is not looking
good.
good.
Nice control, hitting a lot of those Banelings there, but the problem is SoulKey, man, constant run-bys. There's no defense at this expansion. Instant lift. All of those mules, essentially, they're going to be wasted right now, as they should be mining instead of running away. And SoulKey trying to reinforce the base as well. Ultralisk moving in with some Lings and Banelings, but now the Marauders and the Widow Mines are out. Going to force SoulKey away at this point. But really, Innovation, he's just suffering in economy right now.
Yeah, at 24 minutes into the game, this is the point where Terran players start securing a 5th base, even a 6th base, but he can't do it because he needs to make the Marines Marauders. At the same time, he wants to establish a 3rd base, and because of the number of SCVs that he has right now, he can't do multiple things at the same time.
Okay, that looks like that command center getting lifted off once again here. Quite low on health, though. We're going to probably see some repair on it pretty soon here, unless Innovation... Oh, no, the Banelings, they're moving in there. They're going to go ahead and completely take out that command center. It goes down. Wow. SoulKey he is using Banelings to the maximum here, but at the same time, Innovation is going to go ahead and take out that 5th base, but then SoulKey uses Zerglings to finish off the 3rd base of Innovation, and now the biggest problem for Innovation, he is completely mined out. There's nothing at his main, there's nothing at his natural. He is long distance mining, and eventually SoulKey is going to run his opponent dry here. Drop after drop, harass after harassment, attack after attack. SoulKey has been able to stop everything.
Yeah, the only answer for Innovation at this point is just group up and go for one final attack before the Infestors come out.
And this may be that attack right now. This is pretty much the last of Innovation's forces here. He is sending in his Widow Mines first, but the problem is SoulKey has a much higher supply, and he's got the good spread here. He does have the positioning as well, and the Widow Mines will get detonated there. Nice snipe on that Ultralisk as well, but now Innovation's moving out here, trying to use the choke, and SoulKey not falling for it.
Remember, those are a lot of Banelings mixed in, but there aren't that many Zerglings to actually surround the army, but the Infestors are already out of the way. 5 Infestors pop with the energy, and with the fumbles, there's no answer for Innovation.
Oh, nice. Widow Mine connections killing off a lot of those Banelings, but there are Queens added into this Omni mix now. They're going to be able to transfuse those Ultras and keep them alive for as long as possible. More constant Zergling harass as well, killing off these SCVs.
And remember, if Innovation trades army, he can't remake it. SoulKey, if he trades some Zerglings and Banelings, he can remake it instantly right now. He's sitting on 4 bases. He could even retake the 5th base right now while taking out this command center at the global clock position.
Oh, and we're going to see some good fungals go off. We have one decent fungal But where are the Zerglings? Where are the Banelings? These Ultras, the Infestors, it looks like SoulKey actually getting a little bit overeager here, and he's going to have to back up right now.
Yeah, the Infestors weren't in position to put down the Bungles in the bio units. This was a mistake by trying to transfuse as much as possible. Can he actually do it with one single Ultra?
Oh, the transfuses are running out here. Okay, Fungal hitting some of those units there, but, I mean, now it feels like these units are a little bit too defensive, and SoulKey forgetting about a few of those Zerglings and Ultras, but he is constantly reinforcing to this position here, dropping the Infested Terrans, and the problem is Innovation. What does he have, man? He doesn't have any units left.
This is going to be it with the Ultras coming in. His opponent sitting on 73 supply. He only has 3 more Marauders to defend against 4 Ultras at the 12 o'clock. He needs to give it up as soon as possible. But this is something that he can't do at this point. He needs the 12 o'clock to stay in this game.
Innovation microing his heart out here with those Marines, with those Marauders, but the constant Zergling run reinforcements and those 2 Ultras are really forcing this army back. And SoulKey going to move his Ultras back, regrouping real quick here. He does have the bleed support. He wants to utilize that as much as possible. Transfusion goes off on this Ultralisk here, and I think this is going to be a GG! Wow. Innovation getting pretty much out-multitasked by SoulKey there.
Remember, the map is really large and it's hard to scout for all those different Zergling run-bys, and SoulKey used that to the fullest potential by taking out the third base and